So we're going to dive into a really powerful story today, one that comes from a lecture by Radhanath Swami given back in 2009. It's called The Elephant and the Crocodile. And believe me, it gets right to the heart of one of the biggest questions we all face. We're going to explore what this ancient tale can teach us about something we all struggle with, the idea of surrender. Okay, so Radhanath Swami kicks off his talk with this really powerful, undeniable truth. And it's something that, hits home for every single one of us. He says, no one can honestly say they don't fear death. It's just not true. It's this one great fear that connects us all, the one thing we know we can't escape. But what if there was a way to face that reality without being terrified? That's the huge question we're going to dig into. So how are we supposed to even think about this force that we can't get away from? Well, the lecture gives us this really powerful, kind of unsettling metaphor. Think of it like this. There's an invisible predator, like a serpent or a crocodile, the serpent of time, and it's silently stalking every single one of us, every moment of every single day.
And look, this isn't just some clever metaphor for our own personal anxieties. No, the lecture explains that this is actually a fundamental principle of the universe. I mean, think about it. The wind blows, the sun shines, they all operate under some kind of cosmic law. Well, in the same way, even death itself is acting out of respect for a supreme authority. And according to Radhanath Swami, real intelligence is all about recognizing who or what that authority is.
And that idea, well, that brings us right to the heart of our story today. It's the tale of Gajendra, the king of the elephants. Now, this was a being who, he seemingly had it all. His life looked so perfect, you'd think he was completely untouchable by any kind of suffering. But as we're about to find out, looks can be pretty deceiving.
Seriously, just try to imagine a life of absolute power and pure pleasure. Gajendra wasn't just, some regular elephant. He was the king of a celestial paradise, this place called the Mountain. Lions, tigers, snakes, they were all afraid of him. He was loved by his family, respected by literally everyone. He had everything, and I mean everything a living being could ever possibly want. And then, bam, in a single heartbeat, everything changed. While he was enjoying this beautiful lake, a massive, powerful crocodile shot out from the water and clamped its jaws right onto his leg. Just like that, in that one terrifying moment, his perfect world was completely shattered. It's a pretty stark reminder that, really, no one is safe from disaster.
Now, this was no ordinary fight. Get this. For 1,000 years, Gajendra battled this crocodile. 1,000 years. Can you even imagine that? And with every moment that passed, his own strength was fading, while the crocodile, in its home turf, in the water, just got stronger and stronger. So one by one, everything he had ever counted on just failed him. His own incredible physical strength, it started to give out. His family and friends, they were watching, but they were totally powerless to help. He realized all his power, his status, his fame, all of it was completely useless. And it was right there, at that point of total and complete helplessness, that something amazing happened. A memory from a past life, a flicker of devotion, suddenly came back to him. And this is the turning point. This is where everything shifts in the story. When all of his own strength was gone, when everything he tried had failed, that's when Gajendra discovered a completely different kind of power. It wasn't about fighting harder. It was about letting go. It was the power of surrender.
So this thing that he remembered is a concept called bhakti, which basically means pure devotional service. And look, this isn't about, complex rituals or big ceremonies. It's really a state of the heart. It's about doing things out of pure love for a higher power, with total sincerity and humility, without any sneaky ulterior motives for yourself.
Yeah, and this isn't just some nice philosophical idea. It's a promise, a direct promise from Lord Ramachandra. He says that if anyone, even just once, says, "My Lord, I am yours," with a sincere and faithful heart, he will protect that person. That's a powerful guarantee, right? Okay, so what does this ancient story about an elephant and a crocodile actually have to do with us, here and now? Well, that crocodile of time is coming for every single one of us. There's no escaping it. So the real question becomes, what are you investing your life in? What's the one thing that time can't touch?
The lecture draws this really clear line in the sand. On one side, you have all the material stuff we chase. Money, fame, power, you name it. All of that, it's lost at death. Gone. But on the other side, you have spiritual gains, things like service, humility, devotion, and those are never lost. Any sincere effort you make in that direction is an eternal investment. It's something that actually carries over with you, even into the next life.
So you might be thinking, okay, who is this for? Do you have to be some kind of great saint or a brilliant scholar to do this? Well, the answer from the lecture might actually surprise you. I mean, just look at the examples given. Gajendra, he was an animal. Hanuman, a monkey. The gopis were simple milkmaids from a village. Vibhishan was from a race of demons. The point is, it has nothing to do with your social status, how much austerity you perform, or how powerful you are. None of that matters. The only thing that qualifies you is having a sincere and humble heart.
And when you really get this, it can totally change how you see the tough times in your own life. Those setbacks, those struggles, they aren't just obstacles anymore. The lecture teaches that they're actually opportunities. They're like a wake-up call to shake us out of our complacency, so we can turn to a higher power with some real, genuine intensity and find a strength we never even knew we had.
So we're left with this final, really personal question. Because Gajendra's story, it's really our story. The crocodile of time is waiting for all of us, no exceptions. So the question is, what is your shelter? When that moment comes, what are you going to rely on? That's something really worth thinking about.